Hi everyone. Today I'm going to talk about the requirements for your case study. This assignment is one of your more weighted assignments in this course, and so I want to go through this assignment to make sure that you are familiar and you understand what the requirements are. And so um, you're going to have, I think, maybe two case studies during this semester. The first one that you're going to do will be a written one. The second one you all will do, I think it's as a Flipgrid discussion or a Zoom conference. I can't remember, but this is the only one that you'll have to complete a written one. So this one is about John, and it gives a background on John physically, what he's like in the classroom. And so I want you to do two major things here. I want you to summarize in one or two paragraphs your appraisal of your student based on data presented in the above vignette. I want you to talk about his strengths and his weaknesses. Tell me what are his strengths at school? What are his strengths maybe socially, emotionally, for instance? And then what are his weaknesses? What is he struggling with maybe academically? Or what is he struggling with his peers, with his teacher, etc. And then in the next two paragraphs, this is very, very important. I want you to make recommendations for meeting his social and emotional needs. And this is where you're going to go back through all of the readings that you've had so far and really pull out evidence to support your recommendations. And I'm really emphasizing this because this is usually where my students don't quite understand what my full requirements are. So this is actually my first semester doing a screencast because I really want to address it ahead of time. When you make those recommendations, I want you to look at this rubric and notice it says recommendations are appropriate and supported by at least 6 relevant references to course readings, discussion, and information, including references to general characteristics related to giftedness. I want you to tell me, according to Renzulli's houndstooth theory, according to Gardner's multiple intelligences theory, according to Dabrowski's overexcitability theory, or maybe it's a recommendation that Hebert included in his textbook, according to Hebert's recommendation on such and such. I want you to give me support, tell me, or according to this particular theory, which states this and this, it's important that we support John's needs through the use of etc., or through the implementation of etc., I want you to really be thorough with this, okay? So I'm going to evaluate you on how organized your paper is, your appraisal of him. Remember those strengths and weaknesses. Give me those specific examples of what's happening with John in this particular case study, your recommendations, and your mechanics. And really, I'm not looking for a particular format per se. Just put it in essay form, that's fine. It doesn't really even have to be, and let me take that back. It doesn't necessarily have to have an intro, body, and conclusion per se, but just first 2 paragraphs giving me appraisal, second 2 paragraphs giving me the recommendations, and we're good. And making sure that the mechanics are really polished. So if you have any further questions, feel free to contact me, and you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks so much.